What up, everybody? Big Herc916, positivity and motivation, and took a little trip to LA right before the holiday, and I figure I see what's going on out here during this lockdown, and it's pretty barren, man. I mean, you got some people out still trying to do their Christmas shopping, but a lot of the shops aren't really open for business. There's no outdoor dining. Everybody's got masks on. I've talked to several people today, and they pretty much said they're ready to get the hell out of here. They're leaving California for the holidays, and they're just over it, man. They're over all the Ward Newsom tactics, and just a lot of small businesses. People are just, they don't know what to do, man. They're basically down on their knees right now, and usually the fourth quarter is when a lot of these businesses make up their profits, because of whatever was slow during the year. But there's not even any chance to make it up this year. So these people are just really, struggling unless they've somehow been able to put their businesses online and sell it at a distance. Places that have set up outdoor dining, that have spent all this money on these parking lot setups, man, have had to just eat the cost now because they can't dine out. And the weather's changing, so at nighttime it's not really ideal to sit outside and dine out anyway. So it's just a shitty situation, man. The vibe out here is totally different than what I get in Arizona, and they definitely have a major fear factor going on out here. People are just really anointed. And I blame that on the media. Mainstream media got these people spooked, man. And we all know it's something real. But, when I see how people are living in Florida, living in Arizona, living in Texas, living in Georgia compared to California, man, I have no regrets having moved out of this state. I still got some good people out here that I visited with on my trip, but as far as living, man, I'm good. I'm good. I'm not gonna be one of those people that's gonna be ostracized because I'm not gonna walk around with a mouth muzzle on all day and just succumb to all this what do you call it, curfews and just all the shit, man. It's no sovereignty here. There's no sovereignty. There's no republic values as far as what the founders intended with the California Constitution. That whole thing has been thrown out the window. And they're passing so much stuff right now. They're passing, if you visit California, if you come here and work for 60 days, you got to pay a property tax, actually, I don't know, it's not necessarily a property tax, but like a work tax. I mean, they're taxing people out here to death, man. They're going to tax them till they wig split. If you move, they got a thing now where you still got to, they're trying to push where you got to pay for 5 years of taxing. Yeah, man. So they're pushing all kinds of legislation right now under this lockdown that people aren't even aware of. A lot of things that if it was public, in a sense, information that was decimated properly, people would be voting against it, just like some of the property laws that they're pushing, that if you sell property here and move somewhere else, you're still held accountable for certain property taxes. And I don't know the actual bill, but this is something I've heard that they were pushing, And this here just seems like a real big reset in California. Even people here that have big money are talking about getting the hell out. It doesn't make sense to stay here. It's not really even feasible. Even if you're balling, why would you just give away your hard-earned dollar for these type of conditions? I'm so glad I moved the hell up out of here, man. And I see why a lot of people in other states don't want them bringing that California bullshit there. They don't want that mentality. They don't need, they don't need that mindset to ruin their states. So I'm all with it because I don't want it where I'm at. I don't want them bringing this bullshit from California to Arizona. That's why I left California, is because of this shitty mentality and political values. The political values here in California are garbage. Plain and simple. So, I feel for all the business owners here, all the people who have had to, live under these conditions. But, for the most part, people aren't speaking up and they're not saying nothing. So they're going along with it, which is your acquiesce or your tacit consent. So, you get what you get, man. But don't bring this shit outside of California. Just like that new district attorney they just voted in Los Angeles, the same guy who ruined San Francisco, ran it into the dirt. Got homeless living in the Ritz-Carlton. What sense does that make? You're going to put homeless in one of the most expensive hotels and then allow them to run that down and charge it to the business owner? I mean, I assume that the corporations are getting a fat stimulus check for doing it. But, this is, it's insane. And, you look around and they're building, new apartments, new high rises, and down the street you can see somebody taking a shit on the sidewalk. But this is California. This is what it's like out here during the lockdown. Just nastiness and people in fear, curfews, and everybody obedient. Yes, master. Yes. But you go to Georgia, you go to Texas, you go to Arizona, you go to Florida, people are out at least having some type of balance of life. And because this is not life right here. And, I can see why I have friends at the, work at the hospitals, and they're talking about the suicide rate is just jumped tenfold because of just stress as far as, what's going on out here. So, yeah, man, just thought I'd share that with you guys, and I'll try to get a little bit of footage of what some of these spots look like, man, because it's just it's nasty, bro. I mean, just even from when I touched down in 2008 to now, it's just been I just see just how it changed over the last decade. And this looks like a sinking ship to me. I had to get off the ship before it went down below the point where I couldn't get a life raft. So Californians, wake up, do something, man. Do something, but don't take this bullshit outside of California. You don't need that old shitty mentality poison in these other states. Clean this state up first and foremost. Big Herc916, positivity and motivation. Hello, I'm Big Herc916. Contact me for life coaching and motivational speaking.